IVM.
Hi everybody, just wanted to ask everyone for a quick favor. We're running a brand survey right now and would really appreciate it if you could let us know what you think about the advertising on IVM. Go to ivmpodcast.com/survey and do let us know. As part of this, we'll be selecting 10 random participants and sending them some IVM swag, so do fill out those surveys.
Hello and welcome to the Habit Coach podcast. I am Ashdin Doctor, your habit coach, and today's episodes are recorded live from my trek. I took a little dictaphone with me and I was carrying it along with me, and whenever I got the opportunity to, I would take out the dictaphone and record one of the learnings that I had from the trek. This was a trek in Leh Ladakh to a place called Kang Yatse 2. So I've broken down this tip into two parts. The episode on Monday is going to be the first 3-4 days, and the episode on Friday is going to be the next remaining days. So have a listen, enjoy, and look out for the little birds in the background when you listen to the episode. Look for the little bells on the horses when you listen to the episode. It's all in situ. Hello and welcome to the Habit Coach podcast. I am Ashdin Doctor, your habit coach. And today is the first day in our trekking series. So it's actually the first day of our camping as well. We have just left from Leh, and it was a 3-hour drive and then a 3-hour walk uphill to a place called Chilling. And this is the first day of our trek to Kang Yatse 2. We're climbing this mountain called Kang Yatse 2. And we have a few experienced trekkers, we have a few newbies. And I thought I'd share what the first day typically feels like. You know, there is this trepidation that exists when we are leaving a city and going into the mountains, because the kind of camping and trekking that we do is called expedition style trekking, wherein we have our own tents, we have our own kitchen, and everything moves with us. If we haven't taken something from the city, for example, Leh, well, we're screwed because we don't have it with us. So there's this little air of anticipation, this little worry that exists the day before when we're wondering, have we taken everything? What is it that I'm going to need there? Do I need 2 fleece jackets? Do I need 1 fleece jacket? How many pairs of socks do I need? Is my equipment proper? And all of that starts playing in our minds. So this is one of those exciting times. For me, it is the exciting time because what I like doing is I like to visualize what the days are going to be like. And this is something as a habit that I wish all of us would use, because when we start visualizing, what we're doing is we're actually putting into play the way that we're going to perform. So when we're trekking, in our mind, we're saying, all right, if it's going to rain, I need to be ready for the rain. If it's going to be sunny, I need to be ready for the sunny. We are anticipating everything. You know, when I was in school, for a brief moment, I had joined the Boy Scouts, and their motto is be prepared. And I think that is such an important attitude to have, not just when you're trekking, not just when you're in the Boy Scouts, but in life. Be prepared. Be prepared for anything that could approach you. Be prepared mentally. Be prepared with the equipment that you have. Be prepared with the way that your skills are, the way that you've been trained for it. And slowly, you will realize that as you grow, these skills improve and your level of preparedness improves. And the last habit that I want to talk about is this whole concept of, it's okay, we'll see what happens. You know, when we're in the mountains, there's this, you're inevitably going to forget something. You're inevitably going to have a mistake or a misstep. We'll see what happens. Don't worry about it. Like this morning, we had prepared for a bright sunny day, because for the last 4 days in Leh, it was bright and sunny to the extent that we were buying sleeves and contemplating even buying an umbrella to walk with. But then today, this morning, when we got out, it was cloudy and it started pouring. So we had to be ready. It's okay. No matter what happens, we have to continue. So I think there's so many things that trekking teaches, and these are just a few of them. I will keep doing this and look forward to meeting you for day 2. And I'll introduce you to the gang that's here as well. Hello and welcome to day 2 of our Kang Yatse 2 expedition. And we've just spent the last 8 hours walking through rivers, walking up and down valleys, and we've arrived at this beautiful campsite. There are these yellow, I don't know, possibly mustard, but I'm guessing not mustard, kind of flowers around, straight out of DDLJ. We got our tent set up. The sun is setting just across this rocky outface that is lying around us. And it's one of the most picturesque campsites that I've ever been on. I really wish you were here to see this with me. You can hear the little donkeys that we have carrying our bags, carrying our tents with us in the background, the little bells going clink, 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 clink. It's one of those perfect moments that exists. You know, the reason why I like trekking is because of these perfect moments. You never get to experience these in normal life. Because in order to get to places like this, you have to put in that effort. You know, that effort of walking for those 8 hours. That effort for feeling the lack of oxygen while you're breathing. Because we are right now at 3,500 meters. And tomorrow onwards, we're going to be climbing up to 4,000 meters, which is quite high. Everyone in our group is feeling well. They've adjusted well to the altitude, so that is fantastic. But the reason for doing this series is to give you a sense of what trekking feels like. The idea is we plan for the worst, but expect the best. So just this morning, we left our campsite and we had this beautiful cloud cover as we were walking through the valley. And this is one of the ideal trekking conditions that we can possibly think of. We went past a place where people had created a snow leopard trap. Can you imagine trapping a snow leopard? Where they had put these stones and made them into a dome. And within the dome, they would put a small lamb to attract the snow leopard. And once the snow leopard fell into that trap, he wouldn't be able to get out. So it's quite cool seeing these kinds of things. And, you know, things that you would never actually experience on a normal daily life. Breaking out, stepping out of your comfort zone, going out into the wild, I think is a different kind of fun, a different kind of peace and calm. Today's big learning was that the newbies, the people who were trekking for the first time, yesterday went all hard. You know, it was only a small 3-hour trek and they pushed themselves and reached camp tired. And our camp leader, Sam, said something very interesting. He said that when you reach camp, you shouldn't feel tired. When you reach camp, you should feel 200%, you know, fresh as a daisy. And that is the way that they trekked this time, slowly, peacefully, taking breaks, drinking their water, and ultimately reaching camp fresh as a daisy. And I think this is something that we should all learn about. You know, very often we're so rushing towards that destination. And all we need to do is really pause, take a step at a time, and soak in the beauty of the moment. Because each moment is beautiful. All right, so that was the first episode in our Trek series. So join me on the next episode where we continue talking about the trek and what happened on summit night. It didn't go according to plan. Maybe that's something for you to look forward to. Suspense. Dun, 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 dun. If you like this podcast, don't forget to check out other interesting podcasts on the IVM network. You can listen to us on the IVM Podcast app or ivmpodcast.com. You can also follow us on social media. We are at IVM Podcasts on Twitter and Instagram. If you want to reach out to me, I am Ashdin Doc on Twitter and Instagram. You can find lots more information on my website, awesome180.com, or check out different content on my YouTube channel called AWESOME 180. That's Awesome 180.
Hey, it's been another great week on the IVM Podcast Network. On Cyrus Says, we celebrate Cyrus's birthday with two very special guests, wife Aisha Barocha and dear friend Kunal Vijayakar. Marathi Kirkiton, our latest show, is all about Marathi culture, tradition, literature, cuisine, and more. To make your rainy day better, hear from Manik and Dr. Rajiv Deshmukh sharing their beautiful moments in this first episode. Journalist Kumi Kapoor joins Maruk Inayat on the note to talk about her new book on Parsis and their culture. To discover the fascinating story of Gautam Buddha, check out our history podcast, Echoes of India. In cricket, we have India's upcoming 5-match test series against England on the Edges and Sledges podcast. And you can learn all about the buy now, pay later industry with Nitya Sharma of Simple on Paisa Vaisa. Do follow us on social media. We're IVM Podcast on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And remember, if you're enjoying this show or any other show for that matter, please do tell a friend. Word of mouth is the best way to spread the word about a podcast you love. And finally, we'd like to thank our sponsors this week, Seat, Cred, Global Victoria, Bank of Baroda, Intuit India, and CoinSwitch Kuber.
Hi, I'm Zarina Poonawalla, host of the Empowering Series podcast on the IVM network. I happen to be a peak performance coach and leadership coach by profession, and I'm here to share with you productivity tools, life-altering techniques, and real-life hacks to help you achieve your maximum potential in everything you do, your relationships, professions, careers. So tune in every Monday to unleash your inner power. Be safe, be well, be empowered.